I've been a technology consultant for over 25 years. I've worked with Silicon Valley startups. My job usually is to come in as a consultant and improve the marketing and sales automation. So I'm usually the tech guy that builds the marketing, sales, ads, automations, CRMs, all that fun stuff. I'm usually that guy. And now I kind of work independently. I don't no longer consult per se. Right now, my full time is growing the AI community. And so the AI community is a group of 155, actually, we have 155 entrepreneurs all inside learning, going deeper into the tools that I'm going to show you today. So with it, we have courses 5 days a week, live mentorship, business coaching, and then the real thing that you're in there is you're going to meet literally A players in different categories. We have amazing entrepreneurs that are all going deep into their own niche and specific tools, and they're pushing the boundaries of AI. And then every week we meet. Every week we meet online, and then we share tips, secrets, hacks, workflows, new tools that come out. And so that's how we're able to stay far ahead of the whole AI world per se, which is fun. So this agenda I'm going to go through. Oh man, because AI changes so much. Let's dive into that next. It's kind of hard to do an agenda and like here's a presentation because every week AI changes. That is one of the biggest trends. I'm sure you guys are all saying you're overwhelmed. There's a new tool every week. It takes a long time to learn one tool. As soon as you learn it, there's another one out there. Or it's very hard to find the resources on how it actually relates to your specific business. So what I'm going to do is show you about eight-ish AI tools that's going to help each and every one of you with not only the challenges that you specifically shared, but also I'm going to holistically put them roughly all together so that you could kind of see how they all kind of like, because you'll eventually be dabbling into each and every one's tools as well too. So let's start first with Dana and his situation. For business owners that are a one-man team, solopreneurs that want to streamline the process, especially when you're dealing with leads, follow-up, appointment bookings, qualifying leads, a lot of those manual processes need to be streamlined and connected. So what is one tool that's out there that we can use to actually start solving that one problem and moving towards AI and automation? So this tool I'm going to share really only pertains to Dana and Tanya, especially in the real estate business. And then for Dana, since you're working with parents and then you sell different products, it's mostly the calendar booking as a core function of your time. I'm only seeing you and not your screen. Okay, let's see. Good question. Let me see if I can share again. Thank you for letting me know. See, cool. Can everyone thumbs up see my screen? I think it just says go high level on the screen, right? See if that works. Nice. Good stuff. So this tool really is only going to be specific to Dana and Tanya. Sella, there's a much easier tool out there for you. So this really, you just ignore the next 5 minutes kind of thing. For everyone that sells their time and also deals with the large volume of leads that you have to qualify, follow up, and manage, for example, Go High Level is the gold standard when it comes to automating your service, your coaching-based business, because at the end of the day, you need one tool that's going to combine pretty much your website, your CRM, your email marketing tool, your calendar, pretty much. Just those core tools, just those. You don't need everything in Go High Level, but just those tools with a little like Zapier like automation. That in a box is basically what Go High Level is solving. So it's an entire business in a box. The challenge is that it comes in pieces. You have to assemble it yourself. There are agencies out there that can build it for you. We have a lot of agencies inside the community that will happily build out your whole system for you. So you don't even, so there's two ways to learn Go High Level. There's hand it off to an agency and they'll be building and managing it for you. That's one way. Another way is you build and own it. If I only encourage that if you're tech savvy kind of thing. If you're pretty tech savvy, like with any tools and stuff, go for Go High Level. Sign up for your own subscription. It's literally has everything in there: website, CRM, Zapier, email marketing, calendar booking, and then it all ties together with automation so that as soon as they come in, they can it can go through. So for what the big thing for qualifying, just to show you a demo, this isn't built with Go High Level per se, but the concept can be built in Go High Level. One of the biggest problems is qualifying leads. And for qualifying leads, you definitely need an application process. Let's do actually tax. There we go. This is one gentleman that does high ticket tax consulting and advice. If you want to get on his calendar, you have to go through an application page right here. So already he's qualifying. So for automation and stuff like that, so for Dana, for people to get on your calendar and for qualifying as well too, you would send traffic to a qualification page where you're being very specific, calling out who you work with, which will be teachers specifically that are looking to retire. And ChatGPT GenSpark is going to write you the text on the page fundamentally. That's going to be the easiest. You should never have to worry about what text do I need to put on the page for my sales copy. That's the job of GenSpark or ChatGPT. Let the AI tool write that for you. For copywriting, copywriting is actually no longer a viable job skill. It's actually just replaced by AI. So it's actually one of the first AI tools that you'll build is actually doing the copywriting for your sales page, your marketing pages, and stuff like that. So right here, in order to get on this gentleman's house, in order to get on his calendar, there's a calendar at the very end, like a Calendly type thing. You have to go this 2-minute application process where he's going to ask you a series of questions. Now, through this, you could do this and go high level. And through this process, this is what you're going to use to qualify people to get on your calendar and disqualify people who are not qualified. They may either not meet your ideal demographics or target income, or they may not have the priority, the need, or the money, for example, or may not be your ideal client. So that's where you could go ask, set up certain questions. Don't make it too long, but this friction right here is going to help with the application process for qualifying, and it all could be automated where if they don't answer a certain question correctly, like what's your income this year, below 100K. So if I continue with this, it will automatically disqualify me from there. At the very end of this is a calendar booking. So that's one, but the lead that comes in, if they answer the questions right, then you could go into who is another really good person with Go High Level. The thing with Go High Level, especially for data, one of your biggest conversion or one of your biggest things is going to be a webinar as an element. You're going to need to educate people just exactly what I'm doing here so that they could do two things. One, learn about your 5-step process, 3-step methodology, your 3 pillars to help teachers retire in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever. That's what the ROI is. Then basically through that hour presentation is where and you can have GenSpark create the webinar and the slides even for you, for example. So that, oh man, webinars are so powerful. Speaking of which, let me just highlight a historic moment in marketing history. I know, super weird statement to say, but if you're in the marketing world, this was a big event yesterday. We estimate that Alex Hormozy closed $150 million in 6 hours using this webinar. Let that sink in. He sold a $29 book, sold 2 million plus copies, and made $150+ million in about 6 hours. This was a marketing masterclass. He used the same elements that I'm showing you, webinars, Go High Level, forms, lead magnet, the same tools, nothing special that he's using. But through the vehicle of a webinar, he was able to close. So now he's been hyping this for like 60 days, basically. He's been running ads, creating content. This has been his sole focus. He's like, hey, this date, August 16th, we're going to have a live event. And it's going to be a huge, it's all go back to like here. Oh yeah, he even broke the record of the Guinness. Oh, in case you missed, oh boy, we got to rewatch this. This is in case you missed it. He's doing the highlights. Oh geez, there's another one. That's the rewatch. This is the actual 7-hour one that he did. But the elements are the same. So for data, in order for you to close teachers at scale, like you want to get in a room and close 10, 20, 30 teachers and enroll them into your program, it's going to be through content and webinars, basically, is going to be your vehicle. Content to gain attention so that you're creating content, like especially for YouTube, how to retire for teachers, for example. This is where a lot of people are going to start to discover your content data for everyone too. Where your customers or your clients are going to start to discover you is most likely going to be from TikTok and YouTube starting off. Instagram as well is going to be third, but that's where they're going to discover you. They're going to find you mostly from top short form content, and especially when you get into, hopefully this works today. This is not AI specific, but it's just bare bones, very simple. So it's like how to retire for teachers. There's certain keywords, teachers retirement, how to retire for teachers, principal's retirement, probably. There's certain keywords, and for everyone, Tanya, Pete, or Sella as well too. There's certain keywords that people are going to type into YouTube to discover you. So that's where your content has to be. Like your main priority is creating content. Because, for example, I'm going to show you a really cool trick right now. If I type, let's try this, GenSpark tutorial. If someone wants to learn GenSpark, they're going to type GenSpark tutorial, and I'm going to come up on 1, 2, 3. I am 4th place on this for GenSpark tutorials. So I'm 4th out of the top 5 spaces for GenSpark. However, if I do click up CRM for real estate agents, I am the 2nd place viewing. There's that video that I did 2 years ago. Dang, I dropped down. There's another one I've done from 11 months ago. So these videos, the way they're setting up, or the reason why they're showing up, it's more valuable to show up at the top of like a YouTube search result than it is for websites for organic traffic. And the reason why is because there's very low competition for those keywords. And you want to know what are the keywords that your clients are going to type into YouTube or TikTok to start to discover you, because you want to show up there first. So the way to do that, I'm going to show you a free tool that you can use. This tool is called Vid, but everything I'm going to show you is on the free plan, for example. So if I type, let's say how to retire for teachers retirement better, there's 1,000 searches every single month of teacher retirement, and there's pretty much no competition. So if Dana goes and creates YouTube videos around this topic, and 5 minutes, 8-minute videos, short and quick, puts them up on YouTube, and then adds those keywords in the tag of the video. So be sure that you can see all the keywords this video is ranking for. So it's number 1 for click up real estate, click up CRM for real estate, position number 1. So you can see the position of the search result at the very end. So this is where you want to know what are your keywords that your ideal client is going to be typing into YouTube. The same will work for TikTok as well too. And you want to start as part of your content creation process every single month, creating content in those categories so that you can start to get discovered organically. Now here's the thing. It takes 30 days to roughly get discovered. And then volume of content is 3 times per day, 7 days a week, minimally. I know. Let that sink in. That's minimum. If you're doing anything less than that, you're not doing content marketing. You're posting, but you don't expect to get any leads from that strategy. It's always more volume. And the key is what I call the 3-in-1 strategy. To write that down. The 3-in-1 content strategy is you post 3 times a day, minimally, 1-minute video, or not even 1 minute. They could be like 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 20 seconds. They don't even have to be that long on average, basically. And then I'll actually go through my documents here so I can actually write down some notes. And then the 7 days a week. Now here's the content. Why I say this. I went from 0 to my business making the first 5K in 30 days. I'm using this strategy. I gained enough. I didn't pay for ads. I didn't do anything else but post 3 times a day and go live once a day on TikTok for 30 days. That brought me the audience because I was super niched down on my content too. In the next 30 days, we got 30 members for the community and we made our first 5K. So all that with no ads, no effort. And so it was the output that I was missing because I was doing content for years on TikTok and never broke 100 subscribers. I wasn't niched down, which is specific. So quick things about content here. You have to be niche specific. You can't talk about personal development one day and then the next day talk about crypto or retirement, something like that. It has to be a theme page or has to be specific. Either it's specific to the topic or more importantly, this is what I tell everyone too, you're building a personal brand. People are going to buy you, not the product or service. They're buying you, your conviction. They're buying the hope that you are the one that can help them transform or move from pain to pleasure or help this ROI. So now here's the reason why I'm very hard on branding. For Maria, please ignore the next 20 seconds that I'm going to say. Please ignore it. Faceless channels do not build personal brands, and you need a personal brand in order to grow your business, to scale it. Faceless channels only could sell 1 or 2 products automated. After that, they become difficult to grow or scale or to pivot into another product or service because there's no people buy from people and people buy from people they trust and people buy from people they see. In the internet right now, we went through a whole everyone got scammed like decade pretty much. So everyone's kind of like on the fence of like scammers, I'm on the scam. I don't know if I trust you. I don't want to, who are you, random person? So the other side too is trust. So trust is at an all-time low combined with everyone is pumping out AI slop content does not build a business, will not get you sales, unfortunately. AI content would actually be the lowest performing view content on your page across any social media channel. Just be aware of that as you're building your personal brand. So as more people go more the lazy route and do faceless and automation. Again, Maria, ignore everything I'm saying for the next 10 seconds. As more people go that route, the businesses that are going to last over the next couple of years are going to be the ones that you know the face or the person of that business. If you look at every product that you bought within the last like 60 days, it's most likely some influencer sold that to you, or you got influenced or recommended from an actual person. Very doubtful that it was an AI avatar that you saw that was like, hey, get this face cream, it makes my pores look great, and you're like, all right, cartoon character, I don't know who you are behind the screen, like, so just know people buy from people, people buy from the people they trust. I encourage you, when you do your three pieces of content, show your face on camera, build your personal brand. People want to see you, and it's also going to be also you're going to outlast your competitors when you start doing the 3-in-1 strategy. Post 3 times a day. The one is going live at least 3 or 4 times a week, at least consistently. Treat it like a TV show. Treat your live streams like a TV show, because what happens is, let's see, one moment. Okay, what happens is people discover you from your short form content, your shorts, basically. That's like very top of funnel. And then let's see if I go to Safari. Yeah, so these are all and we'll go through a little like how to do shorts and stuff like that. I honestly keep it simple. Like, just turn on the camera and just talk like you're FaceTiming a friend. Don't overthink short form content. Short form content is like you're FaceTiming a friend. Your friend's struggling with this pain, and you're like, yo, look, if you want to eliminate your diabetes, do these 3 things today. You're just FaceTiming a friend with like a daily tip. Hey, just checking in on you. I know that you're struggling with diabetes, or you want to buy your first time home or stuff like that. Here's one tip that you could do today to help. Hey, you're a teacher that wants to retire. Here's one thing that you can do today to help make sure that you retire on time or something like that. For example, you're just FaceTiming raw, like no, don't get fancy with cameras, don't get fancy with lighting and setup or anything. Go sit down on the couch or outside somewhere nice, and you're just like FaceTime. TikTok is very informal. You're just hanging out, honestly. Instagram is the very more formal, like final, like visuals kind of thing. I mean, people are just in the cars as long as the value is good. Now, here's the most important thing too, and now we're gonna get into like AI. Your hooks. Your hooks, your hooks, your hooks, your hooks, your hooks. Short form content will live or die based on hooks. What you say in the first 4 seconds will literally determine whether people watch that video or not. Now, what are hooks? I'm going to show you an example of does it say higher wellness? Yes, higher up wellness. Okay, cool. This dude's a great example. This is higher up wellness. He is a fitness influencer on TikTok. He's a great example to teach you hooks. What he says in the first 4 seconds is literally why people watch his videos, millions of views. And notice how there's no subtitles on any of the videos. They all have a title and they all have a really good hook. So listen to the hook here. Hopefully you can hear audio.
Sexual male, but you best believe as soon as I see on my For You page a phone go down, a bald head, and I hear good morning and shit, I'm locked in. My show is on. I'm watching that bitch all the way through, and I ain't moving. I might even watch it twice. I'm a super fan, and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
That doesn't count. He's commenting on another influencer.
Stop at the gas station to get some quick carbohydrates for my workout, and I found this abomination. It's the most impulsive purchase I ever made, but I have to try it. No, this is not becoming a food review channel, but I saw this.
So he's trying things you shouldn't try for the niche.
If you're a kid on this app, 16 to 21 years old, you're doom scrolling, fucking hold on a second. You're
Boom. If you're a kid, 16-year-old, and you're doom scrolling, stop. That's very specific. And then you want to be very specific. Are you suffering with diabetes? This is what you need. Are you a teacher and you want to retire in the next 30 days? This is what you need. When you want to find your first time home in the next 30 days with zero effort and have everything done for you. Hi, my name is Tanya. I'm a real estate agent. I'm going to help you find your dream home. Next, here's 3 tips to find your first dream home. And I'm going to make it very easy too.
They can't tell you shit. A couple of months.
Crash. There we go. I don't know why the website crashed. Okay. So how do you come up with hooks? Very easy. This is where AI is going to help you. GPT. Okay. So now we can dovetail into tools, which is the next step. All right. So now this is going to kind of dovetail into tools because now we're kind of we're still in content. So this is going to apply to you, Tanya. It's going to do a first example and then the next example. Yeah. So I have to write hooks. It's the most annoying thing. It takes time. I got to sit down. I don't know what to write. So we need a tool to write short form content completely automatically for us. And that's where our first AI tool we're going to highlight here is learning how to build custom GPTs. So I'll put that in the chat, custom GPT. What's a custom GPT, John? You've been talking to ChatGPT. ChatGPT or any AI does not have in its brain. So I call that local knowledge. That's what's missing, and that's where custom GPTs come in. You can add that custom knowledge. So ChatGPT is now personalized and tailored for a specific use case. And there's 2 flavors of a custom GPT or use cases, or they're going to help you with experts. I wish I had a knowledge expert that knew everything about my business that I could chat with. I wish I had a life coach that knew everything about my life, my goals, my everything, my struggles, so that I can talk with it and it can help improve. So at the end of the day, all AI does fundamentally across the board is either increase productivity, meaning it takes less time and effort to accomplish a task, which is a huge competitive advantage, or it helps you make better decisions. You have a lot of information in front of you. You don't know what is the best choice. What should you start with? You might get overwhelmed with a to-do list, for example. So stuff like that you could give to any AI tool and say, where should I start? What should I do first? I need to, or I'm going to buy a car. Which is the best car and why? I don't know the difference between this model and that model, but can you help me make a really good purchasing decision? It's a big investment for a car. So decision making like that, that's where also custom GPTs are really helpful. So now let me show you 2 use cases of custom GPTs. So number one, which pertains to my content or any content in general, let's look underneath the hood just so you can kind of see a little sneak peek of what's inside, what is inside of a custom GPT if you've never built one. They're very easy to create. When you want to program an AI model to do something repeatedly over and over, like a computer program, you're going to do what's called prompt engineering. All that means is literally writing in plain English as if you're talking to a 5th grader, explicitly step by step what you want this AI bot to do and what is its purpose. That's all programming is. There's no coding, there's no like language you have to learn. You're talking to a 5th grader and explaining line by line, minute step by step. Computers are very fast, but they're very dumb. So unless you program that step, they will skip that step. It's not intuitive, they don't reason kind of thing. So in it, I have the instructions for this custom GPT. So inside you can see, oh, this is its persona, its purpose. You're a viral content creation expert. So now it has a role. All AI models their output will improve if you give them a role, a title, or a persona. You're a doctor, a lawyer, a receptionist, a business coach, a life coach, a technician, and it could be anything. But when you give it a role, it's going to improve how it answers or responds to you. So everything in AI, when you're prompting, always follows role, task, output. What's the role, the purpose, task, what you want it to do. Here, I wanted to basically create content in a certain framework when I give an idea. This is actually built off my content. So I hired a content coach to teach me how to do content. He gave me a lot of books, resources, notes. We talked for hours. I took all of that information that he gave me and I gave it to this custom GPT. So this custom GPT literally has his entire brain of knowledge of specialty of his decade years of how to create content and write scripts. All that decade knowledge is now in this custom GPT, and I could chat with it 24/7, 365, and it costs me nothing. Then the ChatGPT subscription, $20. This is insane. You can condense a person's entire knowledge, expertise, brain into a custom GPT, and you could tailor it to output certain things. Now, last couple thing what this has here is also you can attach knowledge files to custom GPTs. Knowledge files are additional PDFs, documents, files, images, any additional, because what happens is this right here, this little box right here, think of this as like the brain, it only has a limited memory, about 8,000 lines. After that, it's like, oh, where are you going to put all the extra information? That's where this piece right here, so that you can, we've attached entire PDF books of experts. We've downloaded all their books, downloaded all their, or all the every detail, hundreds of pages of documents dumped in here, and now you can chat with this expert or chat with that document. So for example, like Dana, there's probably many different options for school teachers to choose on what's the right path. There's health insurances, there's annuities, there's many different things that they could choose from, for example. So imagine having a chatbot, a custom GPT that knew everything about the products that you offered and which ones are best for which persons. And as a lead magnet, they can chat with this chatbot that's programmed by you to make recommendations as teachers put in, oh, I'm a teacher, I'm this age, I'm looking to retire within the next 10 years, what do I need to do? And it's going to spit out instantly a step-by-step guide that says, oh, based on where your goal and where you are, you need to do these 3 steps. By the way, here's my package, or here's what we offer, and it also will upsell your package you're offering for you. And you can give this custom GPT away, and all of your lead magnets, basically in exchange for your email. So that's one. Now we'll do a demo shortly for Tanya of how to use these custom GPTs as tools, which is what you're looking for. So right here we're just doing it's this one's designed to be a tool. And if I write my content to say today I want to write content about how AI can save you 20 plus hours a week and make more money online using AI, just because it's such a competitive advantage. That's all my content ideas. That's today I woke up today, I want to create content about that. I don't know what hook I should write, but again, hooks are valuable. So rather than spend 30 minutes on trying to figure out what's the best hook, this custom GPT just wrote me 14 hooks, and they're broken down by top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. For top of funnel, broad awareness. Middle of funnel, hey, if you have this specific problem, I can help. And bottom of funnel, here's other clients that I've helped that were just like you, and now look at their life. They're improved in health, wealth, and relationships. They're happier and all that. Don't you want to be like them? Here's my offer to get started. So top, middle. So now all my content is, these are my scripts. I could get on camera and I could say, you've been lied to about how to be productive as an online business owner. I replaced 6 daily tasks with AI, and now I work 4 hours less per day. So in this video, I want to show you, 1, how to use ChatGPT to write your content calendar in 5 minutes. 2, how to automate lead gen and follow-ups. And 3, how to turn client questions into evergreen content using AI. So it's like, ooh, it sounds polished. I can even go down to the middle of the funnel. Here's what no one tells you about using AI to scale your business. Most people only use 10% of AI's potential, and they say stuck trading time for money. Now, this will work for anything, for real estate first home buyers. This will write content regardless of whatever industry that you're in. That's the really cool thing. Teachers, retirement, real estate. Here's one for real estate. You've been lied to about how to buy your first time home. Most buyers waste months looking at the wrong properties. I'm going to show you how to use AI to get hyper personalized listings, how to automate your mortgage prep with free tools, and then how to get contract red flags explained in plain English. Probably a little more easier on that last one. So, but this can write your content script. Now I get on camera, rip that out, and I don't have to think about or waste brain power to be like, what content should I create? That's going to suck. Nice. Let me show you now a more advanced one that's like a tool. So I'm going to skip to the most advanced one right here. Cool. In order for this to work, I do have to get a demo template real quick. So while I'm just going to quickly grab this template in another screen, I'm going to explain what this does. This is another custom GPT. This is probably the most advanced custom GPT that we've built. Oh, by the way, custom GPTs as a skill set, people will pay hundreds of dollars, or we've charged custom GPTs up to $1,000 to custom build a custom GPT for someone because of the time it saves for other people. Like this custom GPT that I'm going to show you, I'm just downloading the example right now. This custom GPT saves the business owner 2 hours per purchase order or invoice. What does that mean? So part of her job, this business owner, she has to do invoicing and it takes a ton of time. She doesn't have all the files. Oh, here, let's see. Invoice example, testing invoice example. I want, here we go. Okay, perfect. I found the example. Let me download this. Okay, downloaded. Okay, cool. So this business owner has to spend 2 hours every invoice to, or 2 hours to generate an invoice for a client. She has a backlog of about 40 purchase orders that she has yet to create invoices to send out. So she's behind on the process of that. So there's money out there, like almost about 40, 50 G's that is out there that has yet to be claimed because she has yet to send a custom invoice to to her clients yet, because the process is so manual and chaotic. So that's where she came to the community crying because she was like, I can't do this. She literally cannot, there's no time in the day because she's overwhelmed, small business owner, to actually go and process all of these orders. So that's why she came into the community looking for automation and types of tools that we could help. We built this right here. This is an invoice generator. This is the actual tool. This takes her 2 hours of generating the invoice down to about 20 seconds. And I'm gonna show you a demo. So for what she has to do is she has to take these type of handwritten purchase orders. They're handwritten. Looks like scribbles. They're doctor scribbles. You're like, oh, how many items and what's the price? You're gonna sit there and try and read what that price and all those details are. So, and they turn that into an invoice. So when you drop this in, you're just going to drop in the purchase order, say turn this into a invoice. Done. My job is now done. That's all I had to do. 5 seconds, my part, I'm done. Now, this custom GPT, oh, it's working. It is programmed step by step to first scan the document, extract the text, and then put that text of each of the line items in a table, then categorize it based on its category, add the sales tax with it. So it's classifying, identifying, doing calculations. If all that looks good, then go ahead and generate a purchase order, which is already done. Now, if I click this open, and actually I click here open, nice. So now it generated a custom purchase order that now with all the line items, it also has the additional tax amounts that I needed to calculate manually. It has all the information for the client in mind, and then I could just send it off. So I went from 2 hours to 5 seconds of my part. Custom GPTs will save you a ton of time. That's the power of custom GPTs to do like this. That there's no other app that can be able to do that kind of thing, off plain language, randomly programmed or just programmed. This is like the most powerful what custom GPTs to do. Last one. So let me show you a quick one about like calculations and tools. So this one, let's go here. This will be the last one for custom GPTs. I'll show you some other cool stuff. I know we're going over time. If you guys have extra time, I do too. So let me show you just this real quick. Okay, so for custom calculations where you have to input some data, do some calculations, and then get an output, for example, this is one. They're in the industry or niche of lawn care. Okay, cool. So this small business does lawn care. They go to a home. Every lawn is different, size, dimensions, and what the client requests. So it takes the business owner an hour to generate a quote that's time, labor, materials, and all the details, and then present that to the client. So they leave the job site. They have to waste an hour. They're usually in their car. They got the calculator out. They're doing some math. They're looking up inventory and prices, and it takes an hour. And then they get distracted. They miss a number, overcharge, not consistent. So we built this custom GPT for the business owner. And so inside of the brain, I can show you the brain of this one. This one's actually really dope because inside of the brain, it has all of what is the material cost, what is the labor cost for each of if they want to do a sod or grass installation, if they want to choose a retaining wall. So it has time, labor, and materials for the different options that they provide homeowners. So let's do this. I'm going to oh, by the way, don't recommend typing too. Pro tip, use voice to text is actually a fun hack. So pro tip too, we're huge in productivity in the community. So how you touch a computer, it will actually make you more productive on top of AI kind of tips and hacks. If you use voice to text, just that one feature alone, and I'll show you tools real quickly, you increase your productivity by 4 times just by not typing, just talking. Just voice talking instead of typing. Just that one little hack. So this here, built into most AI tools is a voice dictation tool. So I'm gonna click on this, give Mike permissions. I want you to give me a quote estimate for a patio installations that's 10 foot by 10 foot. Done. Voice to text. That's a little productivity hack. By the way, also too, highly recommend Macs. We do not recommend PCs inside of the business community. Just a little tip. It's not a Mac versus PC kind of thing. It's Macs have a much better experience just having people be productive throughout the workday without fighting the device. So just load. So pro tip too, with inside of your Macs, I'm just going to do this right now. And then you scroll down to dictation. If you turn on cut to, I do press, this is basically the function key. It's a globe key, bottom right hand corner. You can do different ones, command key, it really doesn't matter. Just choose what's your shortcut key to activate it. I'll do this. So now if I press that key twice, it will activate voice dictation mode built in completely free to every Mac. Anywhere on your screen, doesn't matter where you are. I could be right here and hear a little sound, and then I could do text. Welcome to today's presentation. I am no longer typing. I can type at the speed of, and this allows me to improve my productivity by 4 times, so I get more done in a day than most do in a week, just by these little tips right here. Done. So little tips like that is going to save you time. Again, we're here to save you time. time. So, okay, so I'm going to pop this in. This is our custom GPT. That is a tool that is a quote generator that will do custom calculations. And for Tanya, there's kind of 2 places that you want to do your calculations. I'm showing you one place where you can build custom tools like custom GPTs for those type of calculations that you want to do, like for property value, property details. You're like, hey, here's I want you to give me an estimate to this. I want you to give me these, all those little wish lists. You're just writing them down. I want to give me this or this, answer this. All that goes into a custom GPT, and when you add a URL or copy paste all the details from like a Zillow and just dump it in there, it's going to then output the response that you want in the way that you want it, for example. So like for here, the business owner has to put together a custom quote for the client, so it's written in a certain format or way. So that's where it's like, oh, here's the project size, here's what's included, here's the cost estimate for the material, here's some additional upsells, and then that's pretty much it. So now the business owner can quote, oh, do you want to do between 1,200 to 1,800? And it took him seconds. He's still on the job site. A client is like, hey, I want a patio 10 foot by 10 foot. How much is that going to cost? Every other contractor is like, let me get back to you in an hour. I will answer that. And then this guy is sitting here with the iPhone, goes, oh, 10 foot by 10 foot. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, it's going to cost between $1,200 to $1,800. How's that work? He goes, you know what? I'm gonna do it for 1,200. It's already done. Like easy. I've got you could put in your 20-30% margin markup or whatever. Be like, just give me a specific 30 point, but like, yeah, $1,200. How's that sound? You're like, shit, that was fast. This guy's like, what do you use? What's on my phone? What else you got on there? You're like, yo, I got my AI agents, got my army. So custom GPT is very, very powerful. As you can see here, I have an army of GPTs that do business coaching use cases. The top 2 is your business. Second is a life coach that knows everything about your life goals, 1, 5, 10 years, because they're going to help you make better decisions. We literally screenshot our calendars of like our to-do lists and calendars before the week starts, give it to our custom GPT. That's our life coach that knows about our life goals and 1, 5, 10-year goals. And it will give us recommendations that, hey, you got a lot of stuff on your calendar that's not going to help you this week. You should focus on A, B, and C. Hey, that meeting you don't need to go to. Hey, you should prioritize these 3 tasks because remember your 10-year goals, you want to do A, B, C. And it will like give you a whole executive point. You're like, and basically will help you plan the perfect day down to the minute. For example, actually, I'll just use this one real quick. And I'm going to show you some really cool tools after this. Don't mean to harp on GPTs, but they're so powerful. So powerful. This one, give me the perfect day. This is one of my old life coach GPTs. Actually, no, make it up as a demo. Okay, cool. So this one is programmed to basically break down literally what would be the perfect day. You could screenshot your to-do list, your goals, what you want to accomplish, and just screenshot it, dump it in there. And it's going to write out saying, okay, based on your goals and everything, this will be the perfect day that you want. And you could disagree with it. Always disagree with AI. Highly recommend always disagree and push back and say devil's advocate and be like, no, AI, I don't want do better. And be like, improve, do better, question, whatever. So that's just for life coaching. Now I'm going to do into some really cool stuff. Now we're going to move to Sella for a complete business in a box. So we talked about content, we talked about custom GPTs, how they could be used for building custom tools, personalizing ChatGPT for a specific use case to help you accomplish a task faster than doing manually. And then the last one is, or next one I'm going to do is a complete business in a box. Now, at first, I recommend Go High Level is only for one, people that are tech savvy. If you're not tech savvy, don't worry. That's why I'm going to show you this option right here. Go High Level is very complex. Like I said, you're going to build a Ferrari from scratch. It's going to go very fast. It's going to automate everything, but you got to be a little tech savvy. And it's not hard. If you do like Zapier, click, there's no coding, everything's drag and drop. Not to intimidate people, but if you want an automated sales system, that's what Go High Level is. It's like the gold standard. So that's mostly for like Tanya and for Dana. Since you do appointments, settings, and stuff like that, that's what you want to be in as far as a platform. For Sella and also for Maria, both of you are going to use this system in a box, and it is so easy. Such a cheat code. Maybe Tanya is going to be like, you know what? I'm actually going to use that. That's actually way easier. Okay, tell me more, John. Okay, so this one, when it comes to how to turn attention into sales or attention into money, you need a way to collect payment, an online store fundamentally that's quick, easy to do. I'm going to show you three options here. Option number one is going to be Stand Store. As you notice too, I don't really have much of an affiliate code for any of these. So if I recommend a tool, it's because it's the best tool for members in the community to get ahead. I'm not sponsored by any of the tools. So I could drop them like a bad habit. Anyways, Stan is $29 a month. It has everything you need to make money online. It's an entire business in a box. It is one of two tools that I'll show you that do fundamentally the same thing. They allow you to, one, have a link in bio. So when you go to anyone's page and you see that little link in the bio for there, I kind of wish I had a page here that would kind of show it. When you go to the link in bio, like this, actually, I could do Coach. Oh, I know one. Okay, so let me show you a business owner that does that real quick. Let's do TikTok Coach Jaja. Oh, dang. Okay, hold on. Let me go to Safari. There we go. Okay. So you'll see a lot of creators on TikTok, Instagram as well too, have a link in your bio. In order to unlock the link in the bio, you have to have 1,000 subscribers minimally. In order to unlock live streams, you need 200 to 500. It varies for everyone. Live streaming is important because if you want to make sales, it's going to be from the live streams. That's what's going to close and nurture the sales. So if I click this link in the bio, we're going to go to her store, and this is Coach Jaja. She's an online business coach. This is her Stand Store. She's made $100,000 in, I think, 90 days, something like that, just selling a $27 ebook. So yeah, this, you can make some serious money. Yeah, I think it was like this $27 ebook that she sold, and then she live streams daily. She usually live streams early in the morning. You just live stream based on what's good for your schedule. And if you want it now, she has a community. She has a digital product, low ticket, a community, and then she also has other digital products. Oh, she has affiliate links. That's a great book as well too. Oh, and watch replays, nice. So this is her entire business. This is her website. This is how she makes 6 figures a year. So her entire business model is live streams, Stand Store. That's it. It is showing up live consistently every day, or well, she does every day. I think, well, actually, I think she does 5 days a week. Show up consistently and serve, give value. And then the other side is driving attention to the link in bio. You'll notice also too, you're only mentioning one irresistible offer the entire time of the presentation. You're not really pitching it until the very end. It's all live streams function the same as seminars or sales presentations. You're giving an hour of value, and then you're pitching one offer at the end, and 1 to 2% of people will say yes, and you repeat that every single week because it may take people. I've seen people on average attend 3 live streams, and then on average after 3 live streams they're like, okay, I'm sold. I need to move into your world. I need to get your product or whatever, your cheat code, your course, your mentorship. Also too, when you offer stuff too, I'm going to show you this store right here. Let's go swipe file. This is another alternative to Stand Store. Stand Store is $29. Stand's so easy to set up. You'll have it set up in like 3 hours, less than 3 hours. You'll have your link in bio, you'll have your product, and you'll be ready to collect payment. It's very easy to set up. It requires no tech skills. Let me find, oh, I was going to show this. Okay, tech stack. This is another one. The only difference between this is again your entire business in a box kind of thing. This is another one called Super Profile. I'll put these in the chat. Super Profile, it functions the same thing like Stand Store. It allows you to have a link in bio and collect payment and sell. What I like about this is on their website, they have this little feature right, or they just one little visual, which I find very helpful. Right about here. Okay, cool. These are the four, one, two, three, these are 5 different ways that you can monetize your expertise. They could be like mini courses, 1 hour master classes, something like that. It could be a community, what basically I have, or we host a community in Circle. You can use School. I don't recommend School. Use Circle, especially pro tip. Yeah, if you're doing a community, just very, very pro tip, use Circle as the gold standard as a platform to host a community. There's School, but I do not recommend School because it's super expensive. It's not very customizable, especially for admin, and you want to have a really good experience for your members. Now, so that's community. You can charge. Communities go from I've seen $40. It's like 30 to $70 is like the average monthly subscription. You have courses which are like one-time buy courses. That's like 197. I've seen them up to like 497. Think of like digital marketing products and stuff there. They're like done for you courses. These don't require your time. Courses and digital products do not require your time after you sell. Once you make that earn the money, you make that sale in your sleep, and then also you fulfill and you don't have to fulfill anything after. It's an amazing experience. You'll get addicted to that very quickly. So whereas communities require consistent weekly engagement of your time. Different trade-offs. Events also work great. Events, workshops, boot camps, 3-day, 5-day challenges. So events that you could host to bring people in, low ticket, one-time buy. I've seen 197, 97. I've even seen like it's usually 97 to like 197 for like live events or for tickets. And then you have your one-on-one coaching, which they sell your calendar, basically selling your time. Hourly, don't recommend it. This is another one called Superflow. It functions the same as Stand Store, puts a link in the bio, allows you to collect payment through Stripe or whatever payment gateway that you want. But the difference between Super Profile, which is unique, is that it will actually offer auto DMs. So just how chat, because this is important. When you create content, you want to create content like, let me show you an example. You want to create content and ask for them so far. So with the link in bio, or let me go here, let me go to my TikTok account. I'm gonna show you a TikToker that I gotta look for the name. Okay, so whenever you post your short form content, to turn people that view your content into leads, you have to ask them to say a specific word, like comment the word guide, and I'm going to give you my 3-step guide on how to eat healthy for diabetics or something like that. So you always have some lead magnet that you're going to give away. This is one gentleman, Nick. He does TikTok content or AI content. But if you notice, if you listen to what he says at the very end of his content, he has a call to action.
Instead, use this free AI with just 5 seconds of audio, and it can generate unlimited.
Start showing me the timeline so I can't skip to the end. But at the end of the video, he says, comment the word audio and get this new tip or whatever. And then you look lead, 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 lead. These are all leads for your business. They're never going to go to your link in bio. So this is how you get, but you're going to DM them your lead magnet, get their email, they'll follow up, also DM them to start the conversation as well too. The sales are now in the DMs, which is one of the biggest things. If you were looking for leads and sales, start more conversations with the people that follow you or comment on your videos. The more conversations you start, the more that will lead into sales. So not everything is post and hope content per se. You have to post and then work the room or work your comments. And then the other side too is this is going to allow you so that you don't have to run paid ads. This is a strategy that we're using now and it's doing way better. On Instagram, it doesn't work on TikTok unless you're outside of the US, but this one tool here, this functions exactly like ManyChat as well too. So you get a little bang for your buck. Basically, you get ManyChat and Stand Store. If they had a baby, that's what this one Super Profile is. Link in bio. They're both, I think this one's $29 too. So basically, if you want everything you want in a business in a box kind of thing, that's what these tools are going to do. You can set them up in just a few hours. No coding, very easy to do. Now you got your link in bio because now your next step. So step 1 is to set this up. Don't spend more than a few hours on it. The next step mostly, because that's like phase 1, have a link in bio. You don't need it starting off as their priority. Your priority more is creating content. Is I need to create content and post consistently 3 times daily and show up daily to get attention. Then you could put the link in bio because they'll actually ask you on the live streams. They'll be like, "Hey, do you do coaching? First day of a program? You're giving away great value. Showing up consistently. I've come to your previous live streams. You continue to give value. What you pitch on? How can I get more access to you either through a course, a community, coaching, or events? They're just different ways to grant access to for someone, grant access from your audience to you, basically, and monetize it along the way. Nice. So those are your businesses in a box. I'm now gonna just quickly go to for Maria and Faceless content, Faceless channels. Okay, nice. We're moving down the list. We're doing great. I still have a couple last goodies at the very end for PK when it comes to automation and agents, really cool stuff. So I'm gonna jam pack some really cool AI tools at the very end, just rapid fire, because I will finish in less than 20 minutes. Okay, so starting off, how to automate your content for faceless content. As I mentioned, again, Maria, I'm very biased, just forgive me. The faceless content is great to start off, but it won't be enough for you to quit your job. The reason why is because you need, in order to make more money online, you got to have some face to the brand, some face. That's where all the money is. As people right now are going through a trust. If I don't, when I do my YouTube videos, if I don't show my face on my YouTube video, I'll get 100 views. If I do show my face on a video, I'll get 5,000 views. So like just showing your face on camera will impact the amount of views that you do. And everyone right now is AI content kind of thing, but I'm still going to show you how to automate it and some theme page because basically what your business model is, you're going to create a theme pages are, let's see if I go to, actually, let me give you, let's start with ideas. Okay, so with TikTok, faceless content is going to be very interesting. Actually, so far. Okay, cool. There's a lot of people on YouTube to show make.com automation for content. I think I'll show you who is one of the gold standards ish out there. You're going to see a lot of these content automations. One is going to be from Sabrina. This is actually a really good one. Let's unmute this.
That automatically researches interesting topics, writes a video script, writes a video caption, creates your AI avatar, and then publishes it to multiple social platforms at the same time without having to pay $150 for a or share, so that you can fully automate your short form video creation, especially to Instagram Reels. In this video, I'm going to walk you.
Okay. I wish we would go a little bit deeper, but if you so if I've met Sabrina. Sabrina Romanoff is an AI TikTok influencer, but she's far ahead. She's already like built and sold and exited one AI startup. So Blotato is great. So for Blotato, Sabrina created, this is her second startup, a software called Blotato does two things. I'll put the link in the bio. Blotato on one side will help you generate content, the text and images. The second thing that it does is that it will help you schedule to post on multiple platforms at the same time in the future. So for example, that means that you don't have to log in to upload on one platform and then repeat for everyone. You can schedule your LinkedIn, your YouTube, your Instagram content to be scheduled to post it every day, week, month on a content calendar completely on autopilot, in addition to generating the text and also generating the images all inside of Blotato subscription. It's like an all-in-one tool, which is very powerful. It's very nice. It's actually the most affordable. It's like for $29, you get credits to generate images, videos, and text. But more importantly, you could connect to 20 different social media accounts. I know we only have like 7-ish, really, or like 20. I don't know about 20. Like, what are the other 10? Like, I thought there was only like 7. Like, John, come on now. First of all, now I got to post on 20. It's like, no. Come on, that's your goal. Don't worry. Because she's mostly designed for content creators that generate content for their clients, kind of thing. So, but 7-day trial. And for $29 a month, you can't beat that deal, honestly. We will be teaching Blotato in the community shortly. I'm going to be switching to Blotato for my content scheduling, just because it's more affordable than any other tool, roughly. Nice. Scheduling to post. Okay, so content automation. In addition, if you go to Sabrina Romanoff's YouTube channel, you'll find some really good make.com templates and automation. If I sort by popular, cool. This is, let's do AI social media system. That's a one. That's a really good one. But then I would probably say, no, again, I'll show you, I want to show you two creators. for Maria, I want to show you two creators that are automating their content to show you examples. In this video, I'm going to put this in the chat. Highly recommend saving it. And this video is Sabrina's video to build a make.com workflow to automate content generation. So all you do is input an idea. So you'll just have like a Google Sheet. This is one way. You'll have your idea for a piece of content. It will then, she has this template which you can download. That's the nice thing about make.com and NAN, a lot, or Zap, or maybe not Zapier, but at least make.com and NAN, they allow you to download other people's templates and actually install them. Actually, also now we live in a crazy world where you don't even have to actually build it. You could take a screenshot of this and you can say create the JSON file for this make.com automation. This is kind of a crazy little tip right here. If you ever see someone's make.com or NAN automation, you could just take a screenshot and you can have AI build it for you. We now live in a crazy world that this is now going to get into PK. We can now have, I'm going to give you guys a special gift for staying to the very end. You all everyone here is going to hire your first AI agent today. That's going to be my promise to you. So this is going to be working. Basically, it's going to write the code make.com, but just know that there's now every tool is a little bit different per se. So for Maria, just know if something like this looks intimidating, you have access. You're living in the best time where you literally AI is going to do 80% of helping you build stuff like this. And regardless of anything, it could be websites, automations, using a new tool, any new tool that you just download. You're like, John, I have no clue how to use this tool. I can't even find YouTube videos. Where do I go? I'm going to show you two AI agents at the very end that are going to help be your personal assistants and help you with anything you want, from tutoring to building to working for you. I'm excited for that. Okay, cool. So make.com is one. As you can see here, there's many different ways to automate your content with Make, but this will take an idea. Also, actually a fun one too. If I do make.com Jonathan Acuna, I have a video. This is probably my best video. Oh wow, back when I had a beard. This video, if we go popular shortcuts, okay, hold on. Let me do LinkedIn. This video, that's the way to do it. Okay, cool. Faceless AI content data machine. No. How to AI, your first AI agents. Okay, this is a great video. If you want to get into automation and automating your content specifically to, okay, cool. This is a really good video. Hold on, just double checking. Yeah, this is it. Okay, cool. I'm just making sure. Okay, cool. So we put this in there. This is a free video you could watch on YouTube, and from scratch, I'm going to build step by step. Let me find the end example here. Okay, cool. I'm going to build this very simple workflow automation right here. And this is all using make.com, which is like real nice. At least I feel like there was another one too. I have a lot of students that have watched that YouTube video and then they build their first automation, then they're automating their LinkedIn content. And they're like, I don't have to post on LinkedIn anymore. Like, I have a little robot that just posts for me. You're like, this is dope. I feel like there's another one too. Okay, cool. That should be good. So the next one too is NAN. Now NAN, I'm going to introduce you to another influencer, Maria. I'm going to do RoboNuggets N8N because we don't have the resources in the community yet per se. For Maria and for anyone that wants to learn how to automate their content using automation and build faceless channels, I want to introduce two resources to you from the same person. One is RoboNuggets. This is another AI influencer. He specializes in AI content. Now, very interesting. He grew his channel to where it is, let's say about 3 months ago, give or take. Actually, 2 months. 2 months ago, he grew his channel, and what you see, it's like, let's say around like 50,000 subscribers, and probably another a little less than this, probably about 1,000 members in his community. He grew all of that faceless. So he made money, grew his channel faceless. All he did was AI. All his videos, let's do shorts. All his videos on TikTok were this little bouncing orange. Never showed his face. Did it for, I think, a year, more or less. Grew his channel, made 6 figures a year, did great, but he wanted to grow or scale, and he wasn't growing or scaling. So then he started showing his face. So then now he sees the value. He wants it capped. He couldn't grow it anymore a few months ago. So then he pivoted and said the only reason that he could actually grow his brand and make more than 6 figures a month. Now he's making good money, but to make more money and scale, he has to show his face. There has to be a face to a business or a face to a brand, unfortunately. Now, I share him because he has great content for AI automation, especially when it comes to like make doc or N8N. He's now in the N8N. You can see these like crazy automations, like these workflows. By the way, Rich is really cool too.
Just give it a photo of, and we ask it to create, let's say, 25 videos. And once that's done, we get the videos back ready to post. So TikTok maybe 5. You can obviously schedule this and connect this.
Now he goes through the automation too, which is of course great detail. You can theoretically, one, highly recommend join his community. Trust, if you're into this stuff, just join his community. His community is like only $89 a month. I highly recommend, especially for Marine, join his community, and then he has a lot of templates to do your content automation for Faceless content specifically. So, and then he does make.com, he does N8N. And for everyone else that's like kind of interested in the automation side, you can take a screenshot of this automation. You could go to any AI tool and you can say, Bill, create the JSON file for this workflow. And so you could take any screenshot of any, especially for N8N, is easier. And it's going to write the code to literally generate that same automation. So I don't even have to get the template. I could theoretically use this file. So I could just save this and drop this into N8N, and it will have this. Now, they all won't be connected. There'll be details missing, but it's going to get you 80% there from scratch, basically. Fun little fact with N8N and automation. So be careful if you show your automations, because there's people like me out there that would take a screenshot and go, mine. I'll take. And then same with custom GPTs too. Pro tip, since you guys are in the advanced class, I show you custom GPTs. Never, ever, 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 never, never, ever, ever show the URL of your custom GPT when you're sharing it with clients or online. If you show that URL, I could take a screenshot of that URL and I could get your custom GPT. I could then ask it to give me all the secrets inside of your GPT, and it will give me all of the secrets inside, all the source code, and I could clone it and replicate it. So there are ways if you want to monetize your custom GPTs to protect them with certain prompts, but then on the other side, best practice, never show URL for custom GPTs. Fun fact. Cool beans. So now let's we done. I now want to end with two demos of AI agents that are going to blow your mind today. These are really cool things that I am so excited to show you guys. Okay, cool. So let's close a lot of these tabs, and we'll end on this. Up the algorithm. If you guys are enjoying this automation, I can do a little coffee break. Oh, I also need to do an AI receptionist here. So let me also make sure we can do the receptionist demo as well too. Excellent. Glad you guys are loving this. I'm showing you guys the most cutting edge, what's possible today. So let me get this code. There it is. So yeah, let's do this demo. Okay. Businesses are overwhelmed with lots of calls from customers asking general knowledge, FAQ questions, spam calls. Hey, what's your hours of operation? What do you service my area? What are your prices? How do you get started? Can you help me for here? Do you have properties in San Fernando Valley? Whatever. They'll get a ton of questions from members or from audience. Okay. So with that, wouldn't it be nice if you can add an AI agent that can answer calls? Yes, we are going to show you an AI agent that you can hire today, one of your first AI agents, one AI employees, that is going to answer phone calls, answer questions, and book appointments. So this is a tool called Retail AI. There is no subscription for retail. It is more you pay as you use it. So it's like a pay per minute, basically. For the minutes you just pay per minute, basically. There's no subscription or anything, and you use it as often as you want. So nice. Retail is an AI voice agent. It will answer calls and make calls and have a knowledge file of all of pretty much. You can make it a subject matter expert in anything that you want. So for this example, I love this example. This is an example of an AI agent that is a real estate agent. This is for a Sunny Key Realty, a real estate agent. So this is an AI agent, virtual assistant or receptionist for a real estate agency, for example, in this demo. It has access, or so basically just like you prompt it, you feed it knowledge about details like here's our hours of operation, here's rules, and it also has a small, very small list or database of properties. Here's 2 properties that are in our inventory. So the customer or client can actually ask, hey, do you have any properties in this area? It will search and it will find the right properties and give them an answer. There is a limitation of how many properties it can add, but there's also ways around it. So And then also notice here how explicitly you have to prompt it or guide instructions. It doesn't know how to, like, say, for example, book an appointment. So this is what I call prompt. This is what prompt engineering is. You're writing step by step, line by line, what you want the AI to do because it doesn't explicitly know intuitively. So this is what prompt engineering is. So if you wanted to book, hey, step one, ask for their full name. Step two, ask what type of appointment they want. Do you want home tour, consultation? Step three. So this is how you can be very explicit around what you want this AI model to do. This one also will book appointments. I don't have the connection set up, so I'm going to cancel when it tries to check for availability because it will go into a loop of trying to, like, I'm looking for the calendar, can't find the calendar. I'm like, I disconnected it. And then here is knowledge files. You can upload an entire PDF with hundreds of pages. I wouldn't say hundreds of pages, but 50 to 100 pages of information or knowledge, and it will know that knowledge to answer questions. So to answer the question, will it get smarter over time? Yes. You'll get transcripts of questions that it answers. It won't self-improve on its own, but you'll see a transcript. You're like, oh, wow, a customer asked, client asked this question. I'd never write an answer for it. Let me just write an answer for that. Boom, pop it in the brain. That's how it gets smart over time. Cool. So let's do a demo of it. Publish. Oh, this one was real estate. Yes. Publish. B0. Publish. Okay. And then test.
Hello, how can I help you today?
Hello. Where are you located?
We're located at 456 Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. If you're in the area, feel free to drop by. How can I assist you today?
I'm looking for a two-bedroom. Actually, do you have any properties in Silver Lake?
Absolutely. We've got a couple of great options in Silver Lake. One is a charming two-bed, one bath, around 1,200 square feet, listed at about 950,000. It has a lovely backyard and is close to some great cafes. Another option is a modern two-bed, two-bath, about 1,400 square feet, listed at 1.1 million. It features a rooftop deck with stunning views. Would you like to schedule a tour for either of these?
I want to schedule a tour for the first one.
Great choice. I just need a few details to get that tour set up. What's your full name? Thanks, Dr. AI. What date and time would work best for you to tour the property?
This Wednesday at 2 p.m.
Checking availability for a tour this Wednesday at 2 p.m. It looks like I'm having a little trouble checking the calendar right now.
Just going to cancel because it doesn't have access to calendar. And now there are other tools out there. Vappy is another one. Retail will actually go through a loop. It'd be like, I need to have this answer in order to move forward. Vappy will hallucinate and say, oh, the task is complete. Let's continue on. And even though it didn't really do anything behind the scenes. So you got to know the difference, or there are nuances with the tool type thing. So this is a chatbot. You're paying basically 80 to a dollar a minute, 80 cents to a dollar a minute, roughly. It's ad hoc. Use it or you can set up when you want it for certain hours, after hours, only on weekends, only for certain clients. You can have different agents for different jobs. One is your front of house receptionist. Another one is your tech support or customer service. They can transfer calls between each other. You could choose many different voices. You could even go and clone your voice. Let's just do a fun little cool thing with that. Fish.audio. Fun little fact, and we'll end on a good demo. Fish.audio is a way to clone your voice for free. It's actually quite wild. So you could theoretically have your voice answer the call and answer questions using it, which is kind of wild. Let me see if I could just quickly show you my clone voice. And this is completely for free too, which is wild. Okay, so this is text. So this is my voice in Fish Audio speaking, not me.
The Arctic fox changes its fur color seasonally, turning white in winter and brown in summer. This remarkable adaptation helps them blend with their environment, increasing their chances of both hunting success and survival against predators.
Just to show it's not a magic trick, so it feels like a magician trick. It's like, no, it's not me. I'm not a ventriloquist. I'm like, that's really my AI. That's my voice, which is like, you can do that today. It's completely for free. Fish Audio, wild. So now you can create podcasts, audiobooks, newsletters, dump audio. We use it for like audiobooks, content, cloning your voice. Now I'm going to show you the holy grail. Holy grail. We're going to end on this final trick. End on a high note. Okay, let's go back to ChatGPT. Everyone here is going to hire their first AI employee. This is a really good example to as far as the demo. Whenever this is just for me too. Whenever I come across anything that they say it's an AI agent, meaning what's the difference between an AI agent and an AI automation? Such as your like make.com. These are like workflows. N8N, make.com, they all have to be a sequence of steps. Step one, step two, step three. Use this tool, do this, do this. All has to be very explicitly broken out. What happens if it has to go a different route? Well, you have to program that. So it's like, that's really annoying. So wouldn't it be nice? I love that phrase. If you had an AI agent that can do that for you. So I think I'm actually going to just set this up. So, okay, this is a great prompt example that you could give any AI agent. This is my like Turing test for like AI agent autonomy. Like, can you do this? If so, like I want to see how fast, how efficiently. So I want you to create a LinkedIn post on my LinkedIn account about how AI automation skills will make you 2x more money and save you 20 plus hours a week and crush your competition. I'm going to say just improve this as a message to motivate to learn AI. And then I'm also going to make it and give a call to action to learn AI in 30 days to master AI in 30. I know I'm typing. I said I should always use voice. Give a call to action to master AI in 30 days to click here. And then, so just call to action my website. The prompt is very simple. Just post on my LinkedIn automatically is basically the prompt. Very simple. I'm just going to grab a couple information and say, oh, so here's my LinkedIn account. Okay, cool. So let's put, oh, hold on. Forgot the most important step. When you paste your prompt, this is the only thing you have to do. You have to summon your AI agent. And I saw a plus symbol, AI agent. Notice I have 27 credits left of my AI agent. Every time you talk to an agent or give it a command, that's a credit, basically. It's a good way. Okay, cool. While this is going, we're going to talk about AI agents. AI agents, theoretically, you give them a goal and they will figure out the path and the tools to accomplish the goal completely autonomously without your intervention. They're going to have to figure out workarounds. And so, perfect. Okay. This is now spinning up a virtual environment in ChatGPT. This is fascinating. From what I hypothesized too, it's not just opening a browser, it actually is browser plus operating system. I think it's like a Linux operating system. Basically, what that means is that you can actually download files from the browser onto a virtual hard drive, basically, and go to another window and upload that to another window kind of thing. So you're not limited to just navigating websites as it's doing right now. It's going to open a browser, it's going to my LinkedIn, it's going to try, it actually, so I logged in previously, this is interesting, yesterday for this demo, it still has my login. The only intervention that you have to do is you have to intervene or take control to actually type in the username and password. It cannot type username, just as a default characteristic. The AI agents cannot type username and passwords on your behalf. You have to intervene, pause, go in, you just click in and just start typing the username and password, just say resume, basically, and then it goes off and figures things. So right now, look, it found my webpage, my LinkedIn account. It found where to actually create a post. So now it's going to write the text for the post and it should add an image and then it's going to ask me for permission to post. And this is doing completely autonomously from just this 3-sentence prompt right here. So you think of how much time it would take to do this in a make.com automation and you want to throw your laptop out the window. I'm preparing a message. So I wrote the message. Now I gave it an idea. I didn't say explicitly paste. I was like, here's the idea. You write the script. You make it better. You make me sound smarter. Fix my grammar. So I wrote that. And theoretically, okay, cool. So here's the post I've drafted. I want to say add an image and then post. So it's it always will ask permission, like, you cool? Is it cool for me to post? Double check, boss. And I'm like, yeah, that looks great. Continue on. I'm enjoying my coffee. And so working hard right here. Now, how far can you take this? You can have your ChatGPT AI agent build websites, WordPress websites, automation funnels websites, go high level funnels websites automation. It will log into your go high level account or you give it the username and it will go and build your entire go high level setup completely autonomous. Your website, your automations, your LinkedIn or your email, your Zapier, your CRM, and you just tell it what you want and it will go and build for you. So as I mentioned early on, I said, you don't have to be an expert and learn how to use these tools. You have AI assistants to help you. This is one of two. I'm going to give you a special bonus. I know I'm going way into overtime, but I'm going to give you just one special bonus, because this is all going to change next week, honestly. So that's why it's like I need to keep you guys up to date with where AI is today and the next week it's going to completely change. So it's like, what's cutting edge today? Cool. So while this is going, it's now going to use another tool to generate an image, which I'm kind of curious, like what image it's going to generate. While it's doing this, we're just going to let it work behind the scenes. You could close your laptop, you could go have a coffee, you could come back, your AI agent is working. Here's another cool thing. I kind of have to wait till, I'll wait till the finish. Okay, cool. We'll come back to him in about 30 seconds. I want to show you one last powerful tool, and I promise this will be the last one. This is going to be super game changing. This is like having a personal AI tutor to help guide you either for learning or for troubleshooting. Basically, virtual tech support to help with any answer. Is he going to cost me $25 like every other AI subscription? No, it's going to be free, completely free. You're like, what? No, there's no possible, Donna. What do you mean free? What is this? There are many AI tools out there. Again, we teach 24 different tools and we choose the best of the best. This is part of our free pack as far as what free AI tools out there that you could be dangerous with that cost you nothing for subscription. I'm going to put this link in the chat. Please bookmark this. This is a very powerful toolbox. It's not just a tool. In here is a toolbox. This is Google AI Studio. This is their backend. In here, you have access to 1, 2, 3, 4 very powerful tools. They look deceptively simple. That's where it's like, oh, there's a chat, a stream, that's it. It's like, actually, these are the 4 most powerful tools that you ever come across, which is so deceptively like, what? We're not going to talk about chat. Just know this is used Google Gemini Pro because in this what's called a context window where you type a message to give a command, you're giving text. This is called a context window. You can give 6 Harry Potter book volume of text and paste it in here. So you can give a large volume of data or information and say, hey, you Google Gemini completely for free. You summarize this. You summarize this, turn this into something, give me the key points, change this, fix my code, redo my website, my essay or whatever. Like it will take a large volume of information and do whatever changes or edits that you want. But we're not going to demo that. We're going to demo the next one, which is Stream. This will be the last demo. Stream allows you to engage with Google Gemini either through voice, through your just regular microphone and speakers, through showing your webcam where you can hold up, let's say this was a drink at the gas station. You could like, oh, these are ingredients on this like drink. Can you read these ingredients and let me know which ones are toxic or which ones are like safe to eat? Or is this does this have healthy ingredients? You let me know, and you're like kind of showing it on the webcam. That's what the webcam feature is. We're going to do the screen share feature here. And for the screen share feature, it's going to guide you step by step to solve a specific problem. So for this demo, I'm going to go to, what's a very easy one to, actually I'm going to go to in my Gmail to basically add filters. For example, like let's say I don't know how to add filters in Gmail. So I was like, how do I do this? It could be any question across any tool fundamentally. I'm going to bring in my AI tech support, Gemini, and I'm going to give him talk and screen share privileges. And then he's going to navigate, or he or she's going to navigate me to solve it. Turn this on. Hi, Gemini. Say hi to the audience. We're kind of doing a demo of what you do.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be here and demonstrate what I can do. Feel free to ask me anything.
Awesome. Google Gemini or Gemini, I'm in my Gmail account. I want to add a filter for emails that come across from this specific email right here. I want to filter and label them so that they get archived and don't show up in my inbox. How do I do that?
Okay, I can help with that. First, click on the search bar at the top of your Gmail screen. You should see a small arrow on the right side. Click on that to open the filter options.
Great. What do I do next? Ooh. Now, it does eat a lot of resources, so you kind of can't have live streaming at the same. I have like 3 live streaming stuff set up. I have 14 tabs open. I have a bunch of other software open. So right now it's killing my performance right now with it, or else she would be talking me through this. So in a perfect world, she would be, let's see. Are you still there, Gemini? Yeah, my internet is slow. Darn. So Gemini can see your screen and then can guide you through making steps on automation setup, troubleshooting issues, even tutoring. Hey, I want to learn a new subject. And you could be super nerdy and be like, why is that? Let's go deeper into that. I want to like, why, how do I do something? So learning a new skill, troubleshooting tech support, that's Google Gemini, and that's completely for free. Nice. Let's end there. Let's wrap it up. So in this wild presentation, we've gone through quite a few things. We talked about go high level automation. We've talked about all-in-one business in a box, which you have your stand store. Then you also have, so for Dana, Go High Level is going to be your automation for your lead and sales machine. And then I would use Google Gemini or actually ChatGPT AI Studio. I'm going to say yes, post. I would use Google AI Studio to go and, I'm sorry, ChatGPT AI agents to go and build your Go High Level account basically the way you want it or stuff like you just put in the details and it will go and build, which will save you a ton of time. So right now it's going to post the content completely autonomously as a highlight thing. So now it's going to click the post button. Cool. So then we went deep into custom GPTs and showed you various different custom GPTs that are out there for tools and for advisors that you can use, from invoice generators to business coaches to script writers, and there's many, many more that you could build. And then we went into retail for an AI voice receptionist. And to set up, you can set it up in less than a day, and you can also get a custom phone number that you could have for your agent, and it will literally tie that phone number to this agent. So anytime you call that number, it will go straight to the agent. This is crazy because you can set it up. It will literally book appointments. Like it will look at the calendar and be like, sorry, John, Tuesday at 3 o'clock is booked. How about Wednesday at 2 p.m.? So it will like find availability, schedule, answer questions, and then can answer multiple calls at the same time. Retail is pretty wild. That's another one. And then lastly, we did AI agents, which now successfully, cool. It did it. And to prove it, let me go to my LinkedIn profile to see while we were doing another task, our AI agent and employee went ahead and posted this post completely on my behalf. I didn't come up with the idea. I didn't write it. I didn't log in. I didn't post. I didn't generate the image. All of that time I bought back because I get to work with you guys. And so that's how I highly recommend. Think of that task because it could build stuff, it could log in, it could do stuff on your behalf, it could do research and compile that research into a Google Doc or something like that. If on the $20 per month plan for ChatGPT, you can do 40 operations of AI agents. And here's the coolest part. Once it does an automation, you're like, that was amazing. This is cool. I want to do this over and over again. This one button right here says schedule. And now you can schedule with a prompt this AI agent to run every day, week, or month and just do the whole work on behalf. So the way that you would prompt your custom GPT with all of those steps and instructions, that's what you would use for your AI agent for it to execute that task more reliably. The first time it's going to run, it's going to fumble, it's going to make mistakes, or it's going to try, and there'll be some caveats. You just write down what those caveats and steps do. So my prompt will get better over time. And I'm like, hey, you don't need to ask for my permission to post. Just go ahead and post it. And when you go and log in, actually, when you draw images, use this tool to draw images because we get better images. And when you write, I want you to write in this style because this is how my style is or something like this. And my call to action, always add a call. So you would add rules or extra instructions so that this prompt will get better over time. So when it runs, it will run more autonomously over time. Nice. Awesome. That's the end of my whole presentation. At least keep you guys up to date with how AI is being used in business as of today. If you guys want to take your AI skills to the next level, I'll give you guys a special gift as well too for staying to the very end. Inside our AI community is where we teach a lot of this. It's not just courses, but we meet 5 days a week from Tuesday to Friday, or for Tuesday through Saturday, we have live events. And then we have guest speakers actually here. And nice. And then we're also going to be launching an in-person event next September, which subtle look. So I'm going to give you guys, if you guys want 50% off your first month inside the AI community, you actually are going to network. It's the more important thing is you're going to network with entrepreneurs that literally are doing this all day in, day out. They're literally building, testing, troubleshooting, building automations, helping each other. So I'll put this in chat. So the membership is $97 a month. The community, 50% off, so $47 a month for your first month. If you want to stay, $97. This is where we meet regularly. We share tips, secrets, and resources in there. Then you get a whole slew of we have 24 courses and we pick the best tools: productivity, time management, custom GPTs, content, AI avatars, N8N, make.com automation, retail, no code building apps. So we cover the best of across AI tools just in general, which is nice. And then we have our 5 days a week of events where you'll get to network with other entrepreneurs around the world who are doing some really wild stuff, which is That's where we find out all the cool like trips. We actually got invited to meet the chief owner of another tool that I didn't get to show today, which is GenSpark. GenSpark is a beast of a tool. So we got to meet the owner of GenSpark, and he gave the community some really cool bonuses. So cool beans. That is the end of the presentation. You'll get the recording end of today webinar. I do this every Sunday, so you can come back again. The presentation is most likely going to be different because AI changes every single day. That's why. And I'm now going to stay completely open for all questions that you guys have, and I appreciate your time. Thank you. Water break too. Feel free to unmute yourself and ask any question. Tanya says, "Thank you, love it. You're going to be
Yeah,
building custom GPTs." Yep.
I'm so sorry. I was over here trying to type, and I'm like, wait a minute, I could just unmute myself. It's crazy. So listen, like this is really awesome. So I know that too. Like this is really great for the Google AI Studio. Is that like a new? Is that new?
No, it's AI Studio. A lot of these tools have been around for a while. They've just been getting better over time. A Studio. So Google they have their front end, which is like, I just don't like the front end. But back here they give you the ability to chat with Gemini, the stream feature, which I showed, to generate images and video using whatever image generator they have in VO2. You don't get access to VO3 here. There's a different one. And then they have this where you can actually build very interesting interactive apps without writing a single line of code. You'll never have to write code, don't worry. But you could build very complex apps. Like this is a MIDI player. Let's see here. Yeah. So this is just a web app. You can build a calculator. You can build all sorts of things. So these are like no code tools. Let me see if I can kind of find something a little, maybe a GIF maker. So you write okay, here, yeah. So magical GIF maker, you could input some text, generate, and then it will do something with your input. So you can fill out the form, here's the property details and everything, or yeah, and then it could output property value or anything like that.
Oh,
So like this generator. So you can build like no code, very easy. Google Gemini, you just literally just describe what you want to do. I want to build an app that will calculate property value, and user will input in a form this value, and then when they click a button, you do some calculation and present the information. It's almost like the way I describe it is like you're talking to a college intern on their first day of work with you. That's like what it's like working with AI. It's very fast and very efficient, but you just have to communicate like at a fifth grade level, like you're talking to a college intern and saying, "Hey, college intern, on your first day of work with me, this is what I want you to do." And you have to break things down step by step, and they will do magical things. Create websites, presentations, videos, do everything that you want just based on the quality of what you prompted or scribed it.
that's a great point. The prompt generation, you had mentioned that earlier. Yeah, you mentioned that earlier, and you said prompt generation, and like I feel like a lot of the times too, even when I'm just dealing with with the AI apps that I have, like I'm constantly going back and forth, and I just don't feel like I have enough information. Like I'm not putting in the prompt. My
Okay,
prompting
yeah.
is off. Like it's not what I want it to be in order for me to get the output that I'm looking for. So it's almost like the prompt generation in and of itself, I kind of like I need to be taught. Like because it's not where it needs to be for me to get the quality I want, and it just is such a waste of time because I'm constantly looking for that. But
Fear not. Let's pause there
yeah,
because I have a solution. I'm like basically John GPT. I have an answer for everything. There's a solution for that. I'm going to turn you right now very quickly into a prompt expert. Quick and fast. There's two ways. Fast way number one is I'm going to put a URL in the chat for everyone on the call. Please copy this URL. We call this tool FeedDo. It's a weird name, FeedDo. They all have funky names. Here is a prompt generator or improver, let's call it. And it will improve your prompt both for text and for images, like which Midjourney or Stable Diffusion. These are just image generation tools. So let's take this for example, and I'm going to use voice to text, and I'm going to say, I want to create a prompt for, actually, no, wait, hold on. Write me a social media script that's 20 seconds long for TikTok that talks about how AI automation could save you a ton of time. Cool. That's my very simple, like bare bones. That's where like, and then you go one click generate to make it better, and it's gonna take your prompt and go, all right, superpowers. How about You are a creative social media content creator with extensive experience in crafting engaging scripts for TikTok videos. Your specialty lies in creating concise, impactful scripts and blah, 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 blah. That is a pretty robust prompt right there. Again, the more context or information that you provide it, the better the output always. So this is going to be a quick short. Now when we do this, we don't really take everything perfectly. The rule is whatever AI gives you, just try and go for 80%. Is it 80% good enough? If not, then I need to go back to my original prompt and give it more information to get good enough. And that's what I'm looking for as far as a response. Now, I'm going to take, I'm like, you know what? This is all I need. So I call it Frankensteining. You're going to take exactly what you need and then go and use that. So I say this because it's like, not everything AI is gold and not everything AI should be used as like cherry pick. Now, on the other side, I'm going to give you guys, actually, I'm just going to show this. So in our community, we have a 4-hour custom GPT course, but we have one lesson on prompt engineering view. Cool. Okay, yeah, this is it. Okay, I'm going to give you a free gift. This, on the long term wise, on the short term, yes, use Fido to kind of improve your prompt. That's on the short end, quick and fast. On the long end, I would read through this guidebook. This is probably, as of today, the gold standard for how to do prompt engineering. It's a free guide, and it's written by Google, and they go very in depth on how to prompt different models or just different. So they show you different frameworks.
Wonderful. Awesome.
Nice, amazing.
Thank
Cool,
you for
cool.
that. Yeah. Also, I know you have the 50% off. I know it's probably like just for 24 hours. So if I were to sign up tomorrow, it would be at the 97, like the regular 97, which is fine, but I just wanted to know.
If you, I will give you cheat codes
Secret.
because again, because mostly because you stay till the very end. So that's why it's like you're giving me your attention. I want to give you all the resources. So that link, I don't want to say it's a forever link per se, but that link has the code embedded. So even if I change the website, you can enroll using that link right there. That's what this button basically shows. So tomorrow, if I change it, you can still at least because I want to get you in either way because you'll meet a lot of other real estate professionals and other people. They're all
Yes.
leveraging AI.
Sweet, 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 sweet. Awesome. And yeah, this is so great because like I had a couple of people, other people like reach out to me who they're not doing what you're doing. Okay, first and foremost, but they called me and had like these nice little conversations, and it was just like, yeah, that's great. They gave a good spiel, is what I would say. But when it came down to it, I'm like, Jonathan is like literally on here showing us the goods. He's not just saying it, he's not just giving us some little 1 minute TikTok video on, like, hey, this is cool. He's literally giving his time, he's giving great, great value. And it's just like, dude, I just really you talked about it earlier where you said there's not very much trust field going on right now.
Mhm.
Everybody's losing trust and it's very disheartening. And just to have you with your, expertise on here every week, giving this out for free, just so people can kind of just get a leg up and get started on this path. I truly appreciate it, like 100%. And so you definitely have my business. I'm
Wonderful.
definitely going to eventually be doing the AI certification. Like this is going to be like a long-term thing for me because it just kind of has to be just the way the market is and where everything is going. But yeah, great. Thanks. Just
Super grateful. Thank you so much for sharing that. And that's my mission is pretty much to show everyone because my thing is I need people to take advantage of AI. There's so much benefits. Not only just saves times, but it'll improve both your life and business. We haven't even gone into the life hacks that we use ChatGPT for, which is very powerful. But there's so much good that AI has. Plus, it will allow you to accomplish your dreams and goals faster. If you want to reach a certain goal, if you want to grow your business quicker, faster, if you want to write a book, create a movie, like on it, we have a whole subgroup in our community that are all going through an Amazon author course and workshop to become authors. We've never written a book, but we're using the AI tools to help accelerate that path from there. So again, thank you. And every week, this is literally the cutting edge of what I see as AI today too. And then my biggest thing is it changes so fast. It's very hard to keep people up to date. But the competitive advantage is the more you invest in having your AI. When I say AI skills, just means learning how to leverage the right AI tool for the job And for that, let me show you guys a screenshot. Please take screenshots of this. There's kind of levels to like what are the best AI tools that are out there. We actually have like a Thanos top 5 hands, which is kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I treat the tools like a multi-tool. Each ChatGPT, GenSpark, Gemini, each one is like a specific multi-tool. They do a specific job, but when combined, you now have a really powerful toolbox that you could call from. We have a couple different tracks. So this, I would take a screenshot of this. We have some people that are like, look, I can't afford monthly subscriptions, but I want to leverage AI. What can I use for free? So everything you see on here are the best free AI tools per category. What that means is a lot of people think ChatGPT can do many different things and they're all kind of similar. They're technically not. Each one has its own unique use case or tool inside of it. They all do different unique things. But then when combined, that's where people are like, it's really, you'll have anywhere from 5 to 10 different AI tools in your toolbox. That's really is going to be the differentiator between someone that's successful today using AI and someone who doesn't have AI skills. It's fundamentally just learning which of the AI tool you're going to use, and then you've had experience by practicing with it. What I recommend is you honestly pick one tool for 3 weeks, spend 30 minutes a day on that tool with no business objective. Just press the buttons. Just go in, press button. You can never break anything. You'll never get overcharged. It doesn't work. Like go in and just curiosity, just press buttons, try and make something out of it. Because those moments are more important that will build the skill set. So when the time comes and you're like, I gotta write a book and like I gotta create a presentation in an hour. There's no possible way I could do this manually or like the hard way. I need an AI tool. I need an accelerate. And they're like, oh, okay, for that, I'm probably use GenSpark. GenSpark could create presentations. Like, okay, cool. Now, the other tool there, just know there are multi-tools. This is where we teach like the AI consultancy kind of thing. These are your top 9 power tools. So these are all paid tools, but they are the best. Please take a screenshot out of all these too. These are the best in their category. If you want the best image generator, it's going to be Midjourney. If you want a very easy to use app to build an app, you're going to use Lovable. These are the best apps that we go deep in the community. The apps get updated, they get better and faster. But with this, you can create anything you want using AI, and this is going to be your toolbox that there's nothing you can't do from it. Now, don't mean to throw more out there, but there are specialty tools are not for, actually I gotta eliminate. Perplexity is eliminated from the list. I also have to be responsible to keep this list updated because it changes. Perplexity is gone. These are specialty tools. Not everyone is going to be using these tools, but when you have that specific use case, oh, these tools are going to be amazing. For example, AI video edit, creating content sucks because you have to edit video. Editing video is such a time suck. It is the most, you got to be at the timeline, you got to like cut and trim, you got to bring it in. Oh, there's a, and where's the mistake and where's the actual take, and you go back and forth. It's a time suck. Wouldn't it be nice? I think that's gonna be my tagline. Wouldn't it be nice if we had an AI that would edit video for us? But wait, there is. It is called Gling. So show you just kind of quick thing. Gling is again the average. Most of all these tools cost $25 a month. The average, roughly. I no longer edit my videos. I technically create 3 to 4 new courses a month for the community, plus content, plus courses, plus other stuff. There's no humanly possible way I would be able to edit all that content by myself as a solopreneur. So that's where Gling, Gling, I'll put the link in the bio, Gling. Cool. Gling is an AI video editor. You drag and drop your video in. Let's see if I can do a quick little test. Yep, so this is Gling, very easy. You just drag and drop your video. I'm just gonna grab one from, hey, grab it from content and then do this short video that I'm talking. Sure, let's do that one. I'm trying to think of like a video where I'm just talking. AI for business. Okay, let's just say this one. So upload your video. You can remove the cuts, the silences with dead space, the bad takes where you're like, oh, that was a mistake. I tried to say that sentence right. It will remove that. It will remove filler words, the ums, the uhs, and now when I click that button, I'm done. That's video editing. That's all I have to do is click the button. I've now got to like, oh, I got to stretch. Oh, video editing is so hard. Oh, I got to stay awake. And like, oh my God, I got to like not look at TikTok and like get distracted. I'm like, oh, but got to stay focused. So what it's going to do is it's going to edit the video. It's going to transcribe the video into text. And then now it's not perfect. It's going to be like 90% accurate as far as making the edits that I want. So you still have to go through it real quickly to like make the little minute changes. So here it finished. And so you see the transcript of the video here. Now let's say there's a sentence in here that I don't want. Like this whole sentence right here, they were mistakes. I don't want to edit. I don't want those in. I just highlight. I click this one button that says cut. And notice how it goes down to the timeline and automatically cuts or snips those pieces out. That's it. So now when I go to play the video, everything while they're still drowning in spreadsheets and manual processes. Level 2 is how to automate anything. So it removed all of the mistakes and everything and all that. So I'll just go through. You can listen to it like an audiobook on like 2x speed to just kind of go through it fast. You're just kind of looking for little like words here to like take out or like sentences to like, or maybe it made a mistake and you're like, oh, I actually want that sentence back. That's basically video editing. And then when you're done, you just click export. You can actually export the actual time, and you could import it into your favorite video editing tool, like Final Cut, DaVinci Resolve, CapCut, Adobe Premiere, and it will bring in the edited timeline inside of that app. So you could go in and make any additional changes that you want, for example, or you could just export just the raw video, just ready to upload. That's another way. So this is Gling, 25 bucks a month. I would not be able to put all the content and videos that I do out without Gling. So these are specialty tools. I recommend taking a screenshot of it. I need to get ChatGPT to write a sentence description about all of them, but know that there's other tools out there. So cool. Any questions, please? More questions. Dana, thank you for Magi.co. Try to Magi.co. Your favorite AI models for one subscription. Oh, nice. Ooh, very nice. You know what this reminds me of? I'm going to save this. I highly recommend. Thank you, Dana, for this. I'm going to show you another cool one. Cider is so helpful. Now, what problem does Cider solve? Cider solves the problem of whenever you want to talk to an AI, you have to open Chrome, you got to go to a tab, you got to open chatgpt.com, you got to log in, you got to ask it a question. Hey, can you just summarize this and then put a sentence? And then whatever it outputs, you're like, okay, now I got to copy this and I got to go back to my document and be like, yep, that's the sent. So that whole process of a new tab to log in and all of that, just to talk to AI, that takes time. That's not efficient for what I call small writing tasks. Tasks like improve this, answer a question, make this longer, make this shorter, stuff like that. Those are little tasks that you just need a quick answer from AI. So you don't need to bring the big guns out. You're like, I need an AI assistant. I could just access on my fingertips to quickly get that answer and move on. That's what Cider does. So let me show you Cider. So Cider does a couple things. If I wrote this sentence, let me just say I wrote this sentence here, for example, and I made some spelling mistakes along the way. I'm like, I typed, I was in a rush, there's a lot of spelling errors, and I'm like, oh my God, but I was something like this, typing really fast. So I could highlight this. Actually, let me go here, highlight the sentence. So all I did was highlight the sentence. This little guy pops out. This is Cider. Cider's like, hey, do you need some help? And I'm like, hey, Cider. Cider can, using what I highlighted, it could improve, it could fix the spelling or grammar, it can make it shorter, make it longer, simplify, or continue as in just keep making it right kind of thing. These are custom prompts. You can prompt it whatever you want, honestly. Like these are just some examples. So I'm like, hey, can you improve my writing? So it takes the highlighted text, sends it to AI, writes a more improved one, and then I click this one button and it deletes that sentence and adds the new, better written sentence. And I never left the browser. So one that you could have it like highlight something and then you can have it like answer, like, or I used to have the answer one here. There's ways to like, they have a bunch of prompts to kind of just show manage prompts menu. Here you go. Yeah, they have, let's turn this into a meeting agenda, make it more persuasive, change the tone, simplify the language, improve writing, answer questions, summarize, explain this in code. Or I like to explain one. That's what I was looking for. So has different ones there, but that's not the best part of Cider. I know. You're like, wait, that's not it? No, that's not the best part. Cider, whatever window that you are on in Chrome, if I press a keyboard shortcut key or I click on the little Chrome extension right here, you have a sidebar that pops out. And here now from the sidebar, you get access to all the best large language models, your Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, DeepSeek. And so everyone is here that you have access to. So you can answer questions. You'll be like, make this better, answer this question. So if I highlight it, it automatically adds it here. I can be like, fix grammar. You can write, rewrite, you can upload photos, you can do, it will search the web, it will create, you can OCR or extract text from images, translate, chat with PDF. There's a lot of really great features here, but this just gives you quickly access to an AI right where I don't even have to leave the window. But that's not even the best part yet. John, it keeps going. Yes, Cider keeps going. What if I'm not even in the browser? What if I'm just working on a Google Doc? I'm just on my computer. So technically, so Cider has a Mac. They may have a PC as well too. Software to install on your computer, and now you can access the same AI model with same thing with all the same bots, just like that little pop out. You can access it here, or I kind of forgot what the shortcut key was. There is shortcut keys. So quick ask. So that's option space. Okay, cool. So I could be anywhere on my computer, not logged into Chrome, and I press option space, and it brings up an AI chatbot that I could ask it a question. What's the weather in LA tomorrow? Oh, but this one's not going to search the web. So this one's just going to do like quick answers like, hey, rewrite this, quick answer. Like you're just talking to ChatGPT. You need the other, you kind of need this pop-out guy if you want to like search the web for like web access. I got to upgrade. I don't want to upgrade right now. But Cider's only $10 a month. It's a writing assistant. It's sub low as far as like this, it's for small writing tasks that you need quick answers for. Improve my writing, quick answer, summarize this, rewrite this kind of thing. That's what Cider does, and it's available Chrome extension. So yeah, Pro Writing Aid does something similar to Cider. Nice. I'll have to try Pro Writing Aid. Larry, good to know. There's so many. Larry, welcome to the chat. Pleasure to meet you. Now, pretty much, yeah. I'm trying to remember where's the slide deck. There we go. Any AI questions? You guys are rock. These are all the best of the best outside of ChatGPT that people are getting a competitive advantage. Napkin AI. So when it comes to presentations, there are 2 tools for presentations and then a few tools for images for your presentations. Before we get to Napkin, for presentations, you kind of have like 2 really good options. This one's Gamma. This will write or create your PowerPoint presentation slide super fast, seconds, like 20 seconds. Like it will create, whether it be presentations, documents, websites, or content for social media, handouts, guides, brochures, info, anything like that. Gamma's going to aesthetically design, take your information and design a presentation, website, social media piece of content, and it does it super fast. This is just one. Very cool thing is that it also like create a presentation about galaxies. And so it's going to go through for the outline. You can paste your own outline. You don't have to use their outline. You can paste your own. I recommend GenSpark, honestly, for your presentation or for your text. Then you choose a theme, pick your color and your brand colors, and it literally builds it this fast too. This is actually real time, which is actually kind of wild. Like it literally will build the whole presentation just that fast. And you could go in, make changes, have AI change the images, change the layout. It's very powerful for what. Now this is one. Okay, so it would do that. Now on the other side is GenSpark. We did not touch. I'm kind of sad we did not spend a second in GenSpark. Surprisingly, GenSpark is actually the most important tool out of all the tools that I shared with you. We just didn't have time to go into it. GenSpark, which I'm going to give you guys 1,000 free. If I had to give you one recommendation for one AI tool to invest in versus all the others and cancel all the others, it's going to be GenSpark. I'll put this in the chat. So that is a affiliate code for 1,000 free credits to GenSpark. GenSpark's $25 a month. GenSpark makes ChatGPT look like an Etch-a-Sketch. Like GenSpark will run laps around what ChatGPT can do. It's because ChatGPT mostly regurgitates text. It now has the feature of the coding, and, apps, and a lot of other new features, but they're just really brand new. GenSpark's been out for months, and what it does, oh, it's wild. So with GenSpark, you can create, just kind of real quickly, what you could do with it. Let me go to my doc course real quick. I share this because GenSpark could create presentations for you. So this entire presentation, let's start a course right here, and then, okay, demo. So show me this. No, That's the presentation deck. Cool. And actually show me. Okay, cool. So this entire webinar slide deck presentation was written, researched and written using GenSpark. So just to show you, GenSpark also creates presentations. It's their caveat. It is harder to edit a GenSpark presentation versus Gamma. Gamma is super easy to edit anything you want. GenSpark, when it edits, you have to give it a to-do list of edits you want it to do in bulk, because it's going to rewrite the whole presentation using whatever change, no matter how minute of it. It's going to redo the whole presentation, making all the changes. So there's a little caveat, but it makes great presentations from it. You can use as inspiration or that. And then you can also build web apps with GenSpark. And that, they did an update, which we haven't played with, but it will build a front end and back end application. So if you need to build an app, this is Tanya for building the tools. If you want to build a web app tool that does a specific use case and have it live on your website, which will be even really cooler, GenSpark is going to be the tool for you to do that. GenSpark, for example, actually all the pages on my website are all written in GenSpark. GenSpark wrote the code for all my website, which is actually kind of wild. Like, so it allows you to create this, and then it's a public URL page. This is a full app that will log data, do actions, store data, visualize data, build to-do lists. This is a project management invoice tracker app, basically. So this was all written using GenSpark kind of thing. Natural language, just like you're talking to a college intern that's a software developer, and you're like, hey, college intern, I want you to build me an app that can do ABC. And it's like, okay, I got you. I'll do. And it'll go off and build. You don't have to write a single line of code. So that's apps, presentations, market research. It does images and videos as well too. So you get access to the best image video. So these are all image generation tools, Flux, Gemini. So we were using these to like create AI influencers photos, and then we would use these photos of our ideal avatars and put them in HeyGen to make them talk, which is, we haven't gotten that too. Since we're here, why not? By the way, you can, if you don't want to be on camera and create content, you can have your AI avatar get on camera and create content. I think let's use this one for example. This is an old one. So this is just a photo using AI. This is my AI avatar. Technically not me. I weigh a lot more than this gentleman who's very fit and healthy. This is my AI avatar. This was just a photo. This was uploaded to an app called HeyGen. HeyGen allows you to take any photo, and then you could take that lip sync audio file and you can dub it in any language that you want. So I did not read the script in Japanese. The original video was actually, the original video is right here, is just English. All we did was click a button to make him speak Japanese.
Look, I used to think AI was just for tech bros in hoodies and robots trying to steal my job. Then I realized AI doesn't want my job, it wants to do my job faster without complaining.
Same script, same thing, but it was just one button, click to translate, and you could dub it any language that you want. But that isn't even my voice. That voice came from Fish Audio. Yeah. So that voice came from my cloned voice inside of Fish Audio, where I just gave it a script and then used my voice to generate that script. It got the audio file, take the audio file, put it into HeyGen with a photo, and HeyGen will match that photo with the audio file so that you can lip sync. So you could create a piece of content in your pajamas in seconds and never have to get on camera, never have to read a script, never have to get on camera, never have to edit videos, never have to put on makeup. None of that. You can sit, watch Netflix, and work on your AI avatar to pump out all your content. And then when you generate all your content, then you schedule to publish it on. There's Blotato is one, another one is Buffer. Really doesn't matter, honestly. They're both fundamentally the same. These are content scheduling tools. They will allow you to upload once, and they will distribute your content across all your social media profiles at once, which is such an advantage. Pro tip, don't publish content using your phone. These are the tools that you want to use.
Is it easier to do Buffer, or do you think Blotato is better?
Oh, that's such a good question. Honestly, I would start you off in Blotato. And the reason why is you're going to get more support in Blotato than from Buffer, and more features too, for roughly the same price. The price is irrelevant. It's roughly a few dollars difference. It's not that much. But the reason why is because in Blotato, what you don't get in, we're going to have a course on Blotato in the community, but what in Blotato, what you don't get, one, you get access to Sabrina Romanoff on her weekly office hours. I think she does it every Wednesday, Thursday, don't quote me. Meeting her is amazing. She is a powerhouse in the AI world, and to be in a room and hear her thoughts and how she's built using AI to help her build and grow her business and stuff, I highly recommend. That's a great thing. Then you get 20 accounts that you got on it, and even if you just use it for the scheduling feature, which is what I'm going to be using it for, that's already pays for it in and of itself. And then you get the bonus where you can use it to actually generate text text specific to the platform. So if you have an article, let me kind of, because I'm visual too. So YouTube, potato, tutorial. And you guys free 7-day try, which is actually really cool. Sabrina's super nice. She's amazing on TikTok. So I think I'll use this video as the tutorial. There's probably some other ones that are probably a little better, but let's see if we get this one. So cool. Inside Potato, you're going to start with a source of information. Get it here. There we go. Pause. Okay. Pause. Wait for it. There. Okay. So you need a source. What's your source for your idea? Is it a text for some text inspiration of a piece of content? Is it an article, a Forbes article that you read? Is it a YouTube video that you're like, oh my God, there's some great stuff. I'd love to share that with my audience. Wherever your source of your content inspiration, you would find it and add it here, and then you would add your content sources. So on the left-hand side, you can see your source, and you would put multiple sources, so it pulls information from these sources. And then here you can see Instagram, and you can see another tab. You can add each tab for each platform that you want to post on. And then she has pre-made prompts, I think around here, that will automatically take the information, digest it, and has prompts to write a prompt that's specifically for that platform. For example, how you type in Instagram is different than how you typed in LinkedIn, different community. So it will change the text based on the platform, which is super nice. And it will continue this for X, for Instagram, and you continue on. Then you generate an image. So it's generating text per the different social media posts. Cool. Let's actually go back to here. That's what I want. This one though. Here you could generate an image. So you could just like how you prompt any image generator. So you could prompt it. Here's the text. It generates the image, and then you can automatically quickly add that to your text. So now you got your text and image for, say, a LinkedIn post, and you're moving across building your what's going to be that post for that day or that time. And then when it goes to the very then you schedule to publish when you want it to post. I think this will hopefully show the scheduling. This may not show the schedule. Yeah, it's not going to show the scheduling feature. There's another last slide. I don't think I'm able to find. It will show all the platforms that you. Oh, here, perfect. Okay. Then the last is you schedule that post to publish. And so then here you can see your calendar. On Monday, it's going to go out 8 on LinkedIn. Then another post is going to go out on X, Threads, TikTok, and Blue Sky. I know some people are like, what's a Blue Sky? What's a Threads? It's like, I know, 20 profiles. It's wild. And you can see your whole content calendar here. Basically schedule a post completely on autopilot, and you're good.
Thank you so much for that explanation. I think that made so much sense, and it just, yeah, thank you for that.
Excellent, excellent questions. Definitely. Oh, keep going. Anyone else? Questions? This is your time. All nerd out all the AI questions. What's the best tools? How do we use it? It's like, these are the big questions. Yeah, HeyGen is a wild tool just to kind of close down some tabs. Nice. So action items, I'd recommend everyone just start playing. If you had one subscription, I would start with GenSpark. Is going to be the biggest one. It's going to be the most powerful. It won't hallucinate where ChatGPT will hallucinate. It will inflate numbers if you're like giving me like quotes or stuff like that. But it will calculate accurately for what you want it to do. Images, videos, text, agents, automation, like a lot of that is in GenSpark. Chat is really still around just for custom GPTs, and AI agents are like the main two bread and butter. Definitely build some custom GPTs to go from there. What else? Let's say. Then, my question is, I find it difficult to pay for the community because the currency difference. Yes, we do have, if you're interested, a course only access to the community. So you get access for, it's more affordable. It's like 25 bucks a month because the community is $97 a month, but you're joining because of the access to the other entrepreneurs for the 5 days a week events. That's really what you're paying for, is the networking, because the tips that we share during those lives don't get shared out anywhere else. And the stuff that we share there is how we stay ahead, because there's no YouTube content, there's no newsletters that we're trying to. Everything I've shown here is like business use cases that members in the community have been using and pushing. So totally get it with the currency. So, but if you're serious for learning AI, let's go. My whole website's hosted in lead pages. We do have the training vault. So this is a link that gets you access to just the training vault, courses only. You don't get access to the members or to the weekly 5 days a week live events. That's really what you're missing out on. However, you do get access to all of our courses across the 24 different tools and any new courses that we add, because we're adding new courses every single month. And so this will take you through all the way from beginner to advanced, but totally get it with the currency. So we have the vault. Nice.
Sweet.
Nice, nice, nice. Cool. Any last questions? We had a really good turnout. Learned a lot. Awesome. We'll end it there. Cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate Larry, Dana, Tanya, Dimesh for your time, for honestly learning about AI. We do this every single week, same time, every Sunday. This will eventually be emailed out for the replay. Every week is totally different. And trying to think of anything else. Yep, that's pretty much it. And look forward to seeing you guys in the community.